Hey, what's up guys? This is Rafael, founder of Soccer Leads, and in this video, I'm gonna break down a huge mistake that I see soccer academies and clubs make when it comes to promote their business, which is not really understanding their market and thinking that everyone's ready to buy from them, right? I talk to dozens of soccer academies and clubs every single week, and across their entire marketing, this is what I see that's hurting them the most, which is sending people straight to a registration page, okay? Of course, there's more than that, and I'm going to break down exactly what it is in this video. But what I mean by sending people straight to registration page is, for example, promoting their tryouts or a summer camp or just their regular soccer program and sending a cold traffic. So like, for example, running a Facebook or Instagram ad and sending people straight to a registration page for them to register to the event. What I mean by a registration page, I mean a registration page in those like internal operation software like Sports Engine, League Apps, Demosphere, or any other of those internal operations. They all, most of the time, suck. Especially on the user experience side of things, so what the parent sees, right? For your internal use, they might be great, but not necessarily for the parent who's registering for the event. Usually the user experience on the landing page is awful, it's confusing, it asks for the payment on the spot, doesn't include an in-depth description of the event, it doesn't have the visuals, the videos, doesn't provide any type of support. So if the parents have any questions when you send them to a registration page, you're just saying, yeah, I'm not going to answer your questions because all you can do here is register or leave. And if they don't register, you've lost them. There's nothing you can do. You didn't grab them an email, a phone number from them to try to get in touch with them later on. So this is a huge mistake. I'm going to explain why that happens. It's basically because of your market. This concept, the large market formula, comes from the book Sell Like Crazy by Sabri Subi. Great read, highly recommend. And basically, what it entails is that in any given market, it doesn't really matter if it's for soccer academies, for bakeries, for any business. Only 3% of your target audience is actually ready to buy. Right? And when I mean target audience, in your case, I'm talking about parents in a specific region of your city or an entire town. Only 3% of those parents are actually on the what we call the hunter mode, which is like they know exactly that they have a problem. They analyze all of the different solutions for that problem, and they came with the decision that a soccer academy or a club is the solution to their problem. So they're like, okay, I need to find a soccer academy near me, and I'm ready to buy. I need to enroll my kid. But guess what? The entire marketplace is going after those 3% that are on the hunter mode. All of your direct and indirect competitors, right? Keep that in mind, are fighting for the same pool of potential customers who are ready to buy. And why they do that? Because it's easier, because most business out there are impatient, and because they don't really know how to properly market the business, right? So you got to take that advantage, put it on your side and say, okay, so let me go after the rest of the market, right? Let me go after those 70% that are gathering information. Let me go after those 20% that are aware of their problem, but they don't know that they need us, that they don't know what solution they should take on. So scratch that, stop going after only the 3% and let's go after the other ones. So let's talk about the problem aware market first, right? That one is basically parents that know that they have a problem, but they haven't actively searched for a solution to that problem yet. It's not that big of a problem, but they know it's there. It's kind of bothering them now and then, but it's not something where they are ready to go. And those problems could vary depending on the different scenarios. Very common problems that we see that parents have on this stage is that their kids are staying home too much, they're playing too much video game, they're not exercising enough. They need to play a sport to get a college scholarship later on, so they need to start early. They don't have a lot of friends in school. They don't work well in a group setting. They don't have a lot of teamwork skills, right? Those are small problems that compound over time, and the parents are like, okay, we need to solve that. And how do you communicate with that audience? Well, in my opinion, this audience is far from buying from you, okay? So what you need to do with them is kind of like warm them up. And the best method, in my opinion, to warm an audience up is posting quality content. So getting your Instagram, your Facebook, and posting quality content that directly solves their problem or informs them about that problem and how your product, your value proposition can help them solve that, right? So if the problem is that their kids are staying home too much, well, maybe you should post something saying about the benefits of getting their kids outside. Or if they're playing too much video games, a post on how to swap screens for a soccer field. If they're not exercising enough, how 7 health benefits that soccer bring to kids, right? And the more superficial you go with those posts, less people are going to care. The more creative you get with it, more people are going to watch, more people are going to be impacted by it, right? So always put a little more in-depth thinking about your posts and post some like high quality content, because when you're posting content online, you're going to be competing with every single post out there. Another way you can do that is also by running top of funnel ads. So I've talked about ads in other videos in this channel before. You can go visit there and watch the videos. But basically, when you're running ads or any marketing effort, really, you have top, middle, and bottom of your funnel. Basically, your marketing efforts in each one of those stages are different. The top of funnel is just to get awareness, to get people's attention. The middle of the funnel is to start nurturing them and start a conversation with them and kind of get them on your ecosystem. And then the bottom of the funnel is actually trying to sell them, right? Why do we have top, middle, and bottom of the funnel? Because not everyone is ready to buy. So you need to first grab their attention, then nurture them, then sell to them, right? So all comes out to this larger market audience again. Now, let's talk about the information gathering mode audience, okay? Those are parents that know that they have a problem. They know that a soccer program or any sports will solve it, will help to solve it at least, or solve it completely. And they want to learn more about it, but they're not ready to commit. They just, I want to learn more about it. How does it work? How much it's going to cost me? What I'm going to have to give up, what I'm going to have to sacrifice to be able to put my kid into this program. So how do you communicate with that audience? Well, with the middle of the funnel. Start nurturing them. Right? So your goal here is to have conversations with them and nurture them. The only way you want to do this is by generating leads, okay? And that's where soccer leads come into your business to help you do that, okay? Generating leads is basically targeting a specific area in your town, in your city, where your target audience is located, and getting them to opt in with their contact information to receive more in-depth details about your program and answer any questions they might have, right? They're gathering information. So they're willing to put their name, email, phone number, name of their kid in a contact form in your website or on a social media ad to get that information. What do you want to do when you collect their information is you want to put them in an automated sequence of email and SMS. You want to call them. You want to start conversations with them. You want to answer any questions they might have and invite them to come to the field, right? You want to get them to the field for a trial class, for a free week. It doesn't really matter what's that front end offer that you want to get them to the field, but you need to get them to the field. Even if they're not going to be ready to commit right away, they at least had that experience with you. So when they're ready to commit later on the line, they're going to remember, oh, the Academy was great. They treated me very well. They answered any questions I had. We're ready to commit now. We're ready to get them a soccer academy. Let me enroll in that, right? So you're nurturing your audience here. This is how your sales funnel will look like if you were doing it wrong. You're sending cold traffic straight to a registration page, only talking to 3% of your market and losing all the other opportunities and doing exactly what all of your competitors are doing. And this is how your sales funnel will look like if you're doing it right. Okay, so you're basically sending your warm traffic from your content, that traffic that you ran some top of funnel marketing efforts, plus cold traffic from your Facebook and Instagram ads, for example. Instead of sending them straight to a registration page, you send them to a lead form where you're grabbing their contact information, you're adding that contact information to a CRM database, okay? CRM stands for Customer Relationship Management. It's basically a sales platform every single business out there has, so Soccer Academies should have as well. And basically what it does, it helps you to automate outreach to those parents, right? So it sends SMS, email, WhatsApp messages automatically for them. And it also allows you to organize the leads and give them a call. Make sure that you're calling every one of them so you can start conversations with them. Like everything comes out to conversations. You need to answer questions they might have. You need to handle objections they might have and get them to the field. Remember, it doesn't really matter how. If it's a free trial class, a free week, a tryout, you got to give them something so they can come first before committing, right? Because just getting them to the field is already a micro commitment that parents are doing. And so much easier to close them from and enroll them to your program after they are in there. So that's what you're gonna do. You get them to a free trial class. After the free trial class is over, you're gonna have someone on your staff go talk one-on-one with them, ask for feedback, ask if this is gonna be beneficial, it's actually gonna solve their problems, and if yes, you make them an offer, you register them. That simple. Okay. For some different campaigns like summer camps and tryouts, this might vary a little bit. You might not need to have a conversation with every single parent. You might send them some of them straight to a registration page, or have a different funnel structure like this one, but I'm gonna save for a next video. And look, if you're looking at this and you're still like, oh, this is so much easier, look how short this funnel is and how complex this one is. It's so much more work. Well, guess what? Yes. And why do you think that only a handful of businesses actually succeed? Because they're willing to put in the extra work and do what their competitors, direct and indirect competitors, are not doing. As simple as that. If you feel like this is too much work for you and they're really not willing to put the work to close new customers to your business, grow your business, impact more lives, then just go back to sending traffic to a registration page and do what everyone else is doing. A few key takeaways right here is that you should stop sending people straight to a registration page. Instead, you should be collecting their information, nurturing them, starting conversations. You want to get them to the field as soon as possible. Even if they're not going to be ready to commit with you right away, you can keep them on the loop by sending them emails, SMS, checking in on them. And plus, you need to put in the extra work to acquire a customer because your competitor is not doing that. So if you do, you're going to win every single time. All right, so this is the video for today, guys. I hope that was valuable information. Again, if you like this type of video, make sure to subscribe to this channel, give it a like. I'm going to drop some links on the description so you can get in touch with me in case you have any questions, but you can also drop it on the comments down below, and I'll see you in the next one.